I was not supposed to start at this time. I was just supposed to start way more earlier, but no, we so late. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. YouTube, thank you. Okay, so run this, that. This and then this. Alright. Alright. Kira. Alright, okay. Time to at least it was quicker than yesterday, so can't complain about that. Okay, so if I remember correctly, I had to finish this night. I am trying to look for um, fan belt. I need to find the fan belt because I need that welder like immediately. Because because I could hit the farm, and I don't think there's a tractor in the farm. I doubt that. So I'm going to attack the farm after, because to take down the farm takes like a lot of resources, because honestly you don't really want to be engaging those enemies with bullets. Um, but yeah, okay. So okay. So it still saved everything. Seems. Which is very nice. So that would mean everything is just in here where I wanted it. Still thinking and debating on the shotgun, because I can make the single shot shotgun like now. Because there's not really any downsides that I believe you had used this shotgun to upgrade too. I can't remember. But I want to find that. I really want to find that belt. Yeah, that's cool. So I don't remember what bear traps are up. Yeah, I really don't remember what bear traps are up, because this is down. and then, well, that's smash. So the only places I have left, because there is supposed to be one somewhere. I didn't check here, and I haven't, and I don't think I checked around like the top side here. I just need to find one, and if I can find one, then that'll be it. Besides that, with my inventory, it's just there's not really much else for my inventory really. So yeah, I could harvest these now and then give them to the guy. Thing is when it comes to like the houses and stuff like that, you don't really need to only play around like inside here. Like if you have the lantern, you can roam outside and then circle around and use that as a way, because the game gives you options. It's just whether or not you kind of think in the mindset of like you only have like one thing and that's it. Good. Okay, transfer. Thank you. Get that. There's not really much else. I can't buy this, and this doesn't really become useful until the woods. And if you're gonna be reaching to chapter 2, then you might as well get other items, I guess. So I would just like to get like this door repaired, because having this open does concern me. Regardless, I am gonna scout out topside. I am expecting to get hit by wolves, so not the greatest thing in the world, but as the cards I've been dealt with. Because god damn it. Yep, okay. There we go, because just why? Okay. You wanna join them? Try that again. Please let me out, good stuff. Bottles. I keep forgetting you can like sell off bottles. You guys want that by that. Such is his life. I realize I don't really have any wires, and did they? Yeah, they did mark. I marked it close though. Kinda debating whether to do this. Oh right, the bridge. I am a little bit out of my range. I don't want to find the mushroom man. That is where the mushroom man is. I'm gonna move back. This game just really forces you to like take your time, but also like rush. Oh, right, that. No, I'm not interacting with that. You sell it, but I don't benefit from it too much. There's Spartacle. I can avoid. Oh, that's sick. That. And then this, because without that, it's much harder to see. Thank correct. Exactly what I needed. How does he? Okay. I believe he is lit. Yeah, he is. He's supposed to have attacked me. And it doesn't even have the item anymore. Shot crystal, molotov. Good for that. There's how much for these? That is supposed to be the last thing. I don't like that it's supposed to be the last thing. The only part I can think of is like down here. Goddamn bastard. Yeah, I'm leaving with you. So, Epicela's here, Shrine is here, I want to check here. I heard that. He's supposed to actually trying so down. If I don't get the fan belt, I can't complete it. Silo. Yeah, that's all. Okay, so this is where the village road is. belt though. The location I haven't checked yet. Found the 2 tank reps. I'll look back around. Sounds worth it. To put myself in a situation like that. Unless there happens to be a tractor, like right here. Which, if there is, a whole bunch of loads. But no tractor. I might find one in the village, but I know the village has tractors. I'm not really talking that much. I'm a little bit more focused this time around. I don't think this is what he wants. It's like a fan cable or something. There's not really much it could do. Anyway, so because it seems like he disassembled this. I already got from that. That's back. Don't know how. But I'm not gonna waste time on that. The most I could do is just maybe check around this end. I'll probably more than likely get attacked by wolves. Because there is this. Take that. How was this? Not cool. Seems like a completely different road. That leads to nowhere. I could check that up. Okay, I really need that fan though. Because the quicker I could find one, the better. giant hole. Oh right, this one. The hole that doesn't make any sense. There's supposed to be something interesting around here too. And no, it's not getting jumped by wolves. I don't have enough wire, do I? I just dropped wire too. Yes, you could get jumped by wolves just by crossing through here because the game loves to spawn them in the most inconvenient spots. I'll buy him a house. Cool. Let's go drop off this ship. The only problem that I'm having like right now is a metal shortage. I can't upkeep like most of the metals I have. I don't need that much bullets. I just need only 2 sacks. Put that. Chinese stone in there too. Rag this. I can sell that off them. Make this. Is like, do I really want to barricade here, or do I want to play around with this? And I'm thinking to play around with it. Like, it feels better if I play around that end. So I have enough nails. I'll probably have to go to the wood piles to get more. And then because I have the sturdy plate upgrade, I need that. I really need that shit. So what I'm going to do is take the one that I currently have, and then just going to take this, and then I'm gonna rebuild this door. So I actually have something. Or we're not going to barricade it, because it seems like they love coming to this spot. I am going to have to keep some metal up, because I need this. It would be cheaper to use chain links, like chain traps, basically just keep them in place in a spot long enough for you to like deal with them. Kinda need it in a way to where, because if I'm gonna have this here, I can only like one way out. Like, I just want to deal with basically 2 ways of getting out of here. No more, no less. I don't really care about that as much. But having to use pistols, like I'm kind of a little bit on the edge for it, because usually you can get it from like these. Alright, okay. To my one dear viewer, please call me an idiot, because apparently I decided to not check the one place where there would be... I feel like an idiot. I feel like an idiot. It was right there. It was right there, and I kept saying, oh yeah, let's look for the tractor, you know? It would be, yeah, look for the tractor. Mm. Yes, I'm feeling it that much because I'm gonna be here for a couple days. Like I'm gonna be here for a while because I'm not rushing to the woods. Like that is a dumb decision. I could buy more. You don't understand the face palming stupidity that I just felt right now. I could have gone that and gone armor. You know how useful armor is? It ensures that I don't get killed. Yeah, just remember that's there. I could have just put it there. You know what? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Hi, Bo. Thanks, Bo. I don't know why they busted this though. Like, it doesn't make any sense to like have busted that, but you know what? To each your own. The jackasses. There needs not be sense to their madness. I want that like Deer said, like makes a little more sense. Cause that barricaded. Like there's just like a low spot here, but for the most part I don't really have to deal with it as much. Gee. Already? Okay. Let's fucking go. Nope. That is not nice. Ever. In a million years. Music that is not helping right now. The reason why this is a little bit bad because the angle is primarily because I can't really completely see what's out there. My brother in Christ, the flick you came out from. No. The fact that he didn't even make a sound. Bun off. What's a die? Eat. Kick rocks. It's the fact that he's knocking the door that is like not open. Could just shot him out. Come on. I don't know. It's a pretty tame night, and there's a good reason for it too. I got lucky. If there are enemies, they'll be like roaming about. Hmm. No, I'm just gonna drink this water. So it's cool down. Ooh, it did. Oh, good. I have like tea and water. It's very nice. Okay. There's not really much I could do. For the most part. Trade. Okay, so fabrics are something that you'll more than commonly run into. The shotgun is probably going to be one of my best bets early on. Yeah. I could trade something, I guess. I do have like a lot of shells. Kinda need to put away shit. I keep a new fan belt on me because I'm prioritizing the boy for the good stuff. My drug dealer, he is. I'm gonna sell the staff. Do I need any? I could give him the shiny stone. Give him this because this is almost out. I want to keep the flares. These things will be useful in a pinch when you need them. The thing is that once I carry the shotgun, it only carries like one shot, and you can't really. You don't get the double barrel until later. You know, what I'll do is I got thinking that I'm really thinking on this because there's some stuff I don't really need to buy, but then I could sell off some stuff. Like these sticks are practically useless to me, and it would be better if I do the village first before doing anything else. I guess I could go for this, and then this. Get the single shot? No, because the single shotgun is actually like very powerful. But once the game reads that I have this, I'm very much knowing that they're gonna start sending like even stronger stuff at me, and that's where the bad stuff come in. I'm not trading for that. That's too expensive. Okay, so yeah. You think that having like the shotgun and everything is like a little bit too much, but I say this as a person who has dealt with some stuff. That shotgun is absolutely necessary no matter what. Does not matter the event. the thing that I would want to craft right now, and I've realized that like I'm getting few fabrics on this run, which isn't really helping me out like at all. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna keep the fan belt on bottom, and then yeah, that's about it. Because things I need is, and I could get them from the village, is, and I think I'd rather do the village first before anything else. This land placement, go here. Yeah, that's where I need to like move slowly. Could've just went through out the door, but no. Oh god, okay. And this is why I hate the buggy bin, because of this shit. So I have to waste small clothes burning this shit. Go right here. Frickin' annoyance. So weird. And because of that, I know took damage where I really didn't want to. And then, nah. For the most part, there's not really much else I need to carry. I just go into the fan belt to get the item from him. And then once I get that item off of him, it's basically just a straight shot. And I could go down for it too, so. Because the village is like right there and there's a hole in the village that's quite useful. Right. Dead dog. Not good. I don't want to test my luck. But I also can't shoot this shit, so test my luck we will. I didn't really get started to talk about this, but the last run that I did, I was like really inching between death itself on that run, because holy crap, was it just basically me just fighting like random enemies in like the most strangest of spots. And you think the health bar and the stamina bar will increase in the game. They don't. I don't even think there's an item. Like, I genuinely don't think there is an item. Doesn't he give you the welding? Yeah, he gives you welder. Good. Good, good, good. What do I need for the upgrade anyway? Like, I know I need metal bits. I need 4. I have exactly 4 of them. He gives me 2. Nice. Thanks, good. I kinda just wanna do the village now because time in the village gets frozen. It's like, it's not right. But if anybody has realized, well, I'm gonna have to point this out anyway. I've beaten the crap out of like multiple enemies, and the sharpness on my weapon has barely, wait, yeah, tank wreck, has barely went down. I particularly don't like these, but I must venture through. There is the fact that wolves will jump you in this. They tend to always be in that, and I don't know. And I know it's because the game kind of just doesn't want you doing that, and it's just for fear. It's really smart, and I really hate it. But because I hate it, it's really smart. Yep, cool. right into that. Yes, the skills menu. I'll say this once and I'll say this again. I'm not interacting with that because that openly is a disadvantage. The things that it gives you is not worth it. Like being more susceptible to poison, like it means, you know, I have to play more cautious when it comes to poison areas. I will not talk about chapter 2. Time is frozen. It will not tell you, but it will show because of how like the environment is. Do not take the shiny zone. They will freaking attack you. Like it is kind of like an on-site deal. Hey Jackas. Your mom. Okay. I kinda don't care. He doesn't give you anything, so it's kind of like really barely any reason. The chicken lady, I'm not interacting with her. I don't even think I want to interact with the secondary NPC too. I might, but yeah, that kind of depends. Our woods are so beautiful. I don't think I've interacted with these NPCs as much. Pigs, no clue if you could kill them. I've never tried. I should get the 2 kilos of meat for this month, and tech won't save you. Jeremy, give me dude. Oh, chickens. You can kill the chickens, by the way. They don't really give much. Nice. Get the fuck away from my. You know, that is an honest feeling. If you guys are wondering, this is Anteka's. I forgot what the guy's name is. I believe it's the shape given this. This isn't gonna freak me out as much. That's. I don't like that song. I'm also gonna pull out my gun for that song. What was in there? Is it? It's not really anything. Oh, right. The other part for the scribble 85. You know what? You know what? We're gonna do this because bonus. This is gonna take a while. You know what? Not gonna do that. No, I would do that in my off time. I have done that before. I'm not gonna do it now. Lady is not going to give you what you want. If he ever tries to come back, what are you talking about? Fucking quack doctor. Your mom. No, you talked about the doctor. Tell me. Is that you shove me or you get the shovel in your face? Yeah, that's the doctor's back. Meaning he was here. I'm gonna be honest with anybody. If I find the doctor, I'm just going to. There are like 2 ways to deal with the doctor, and you can kind of just deal without him. I don't remember if Pig said anything. Hey, lady. Yeah. Damn. Where exactly is the door? Why did it do that? There's no enemies in this village. It's like creepy shit. Ooh, weapon parts. You poor bastard. I have killed people in this village. Frickin' I will say this thing does take multiple runs. So I want to find the dude because you can in and enter the house. Okay, so this hole puts you on. Yeah, the guy is in this hole, but this hole takes you back to your base. You are going to be using that a lot if you're looting the village. Do they make a comment about it? Yes. Does it matter? Not really. Like, when I say it really doesn't matter, really doesn't matter. Flickin' A. There's nothing in this house for you to be worried about if you are afraid of this house. Good. That's what the developers wanted. Yo. Yeah, these are etchings. The surrounding will get darker because the guy in here basically went mad. Basically. Like, this is supposed to, like, creep you out. Like, hey, there's a shiny stone. And this guy basically lost his life. I can hear you. Yeah, that's cute chuckle nuts. We could hear. Basically went insane. Wait, I thought I had that. I do kind of want the extra parts, so I'm gonna put this in here. And I'll come back to the rest. If I didn't take wood, that would have been fine. But yeah, this is, you don't need to really worry about that. I've basically stuck myself in here like for like countless hours. Like, just to see if something happens, and nothing happens. It's just to creep you out. So I'm gonna go in that hole because I don't think I've never had anything happen when I loot their houses. So I don't believe any of it like matters as much. But yeah, that welder is my highest and most top priority. Oh, sweet frame rate. Does it feel nice to be at 60 frames per second? Still don't know why I didn't just not touch that. Like, did he touch that? And then, okay, so I have enough to upgrade. That's all I need. The next weapon, the exploding barrels. These aren't useful here. Don't even bother. The next item you're gonna need, which is wire cutters, are not in this part of the game, as far as I know. I haven't searched all over in Deadwoods, primarily because that part of the game is so goddamn hard. I would rather not be there, like, at all. The amount of wood that I have, though. I'm just gonna dump like all of this in here. I'm gonna make the shotgun because the shotgun has supremacy, and that will forever be the case. Get out of my way. Move. I'm gonna keep this on hand. I'm probably just gonna put it in this slot. As it does, what was it? Armor, you are wearing armor. It's just basically light armor. I don't remember there being any heavier armor. You do need fabric for it though, which is annoying, but you know what you could do. This is kind of where in the point in the game where you kind of really want to be trying to get fabric now, This is where I'm gonna probably focus on buying fabric as of currently. Because I kind of want to have the extra slot for like whatever you want to do. So it's kind of, you're gonna have to choose between the Molotov or the pistol. I do recommend having the pistol out more than the Molotov. More cases than one. Or you can just do without the healing on hand. Whatever floats the boat. For the most part, I am just gonna make the shotgun just to clear up some space. That's done. And then if I can find where the shotgun is. Is it? Okay, buddy. Alright. We are pulling the dyslexic card, apparently. This is supposed to already have a shot chambered in, so put this away, put it that away. I will take on the other thing tomorrow. Basically, I'm trying not to rush too much, because once I hit Deadwoods, it's basically I'm going to be stuck in Deadwoods. There is no ifs, buts, or in between. There's just once you hit Deadwoods, you basically want to make sure that by the time you go to the next area, you have everything, because you're going to just blitz into there. As you can see, skills are empty, so not like it matters as much. There's supposed to be someone in here. I said someone. There is no one. Siphon, 9-volt battery. I'm gonna sell that. 9-volt batteries are... batteries in general are useless because of how most of the stuff in this game does work. I don't think I've found shit yet. Oh. Bruh. Wait. I don't want this one. You're gonna probably need it, but shovel the fire axe. Okay, well. I don't really remember how it is. Not that. Be back. If I remember correctly, I kind of don't want to say yet, because you can't get to that side. Just jumping through the window is just basically to get that. There isn't supposed to be any enemies in the village unless you... crap, I didn't make any lockpicks. Or you guys don't use it, I'll take it. I can access most of the village without wire. I don't remember what Gen in there gets you. I know it's supposed to be like Gen stuff. Yo. Roman says at the ground with a dead look. Ugh. Oh no. Oh no. I don't think I've seen her there before, and it's probably because I've always killed the yeah, that's where the chicken lady is. Don't take the chicken heads, I swear to God, just don't. They don't give you anything. She will give you like eggs and stuff like that. But that's it for the most part. Do I need to talk to the lady? No. Chicken PCs. Come to steal your wigs. Ooh, picture. Okay, already marked. What are you gonna do? Toolbox. This could be sold. That could be used. And steering wheel, as I said in the so yeah, nice. In the village, get that shit ruined. Well, another man's trash is another man's ooh, wire. I think in there is where ooh, shotgun. Eggs. How much can I have in my? These are supposed to give you like a stamina boost. They're very useful. I recommend. Okay, so there are mushrooms in the back here. I only have a maximum 3. Oh, maxed on items, boys. Oh god. In there is a lady. I won't say what kind of lady, let's just say it's a lady. And I'm gonna need a shotgun because I plan to send a certain person to God. Where is he? Is he not here? Okay, he isn't here. Send needs to be done. Oh, this lady. I would love to put her out of her misery. It's a dead corpse. It has a shame. Basically, this person was burnt. I kind of don't remember exactly how, but that chain is going to be used for the underground. No, I do not like the underground. There is a specific reason. There's an enemy I don't like that is down there. Could I kill it in a couple hits? Yes, but it requires me to use this attack, which is quite annoying because the shovel has basically a very long charge attack. I do believe that if I can get enough metal, I can, but that requires me to give up on resources, and that sucks. Should I have like an extra wire? So let's go find that thing. As well as just kind of useless instead of like getting wood and other stuff. Which, if you've seen how much fuel I have, yeah, it's really annoying. But besides that, it's just the village is kind of like very tame. There is the one part of Gandishas, and then the pig shed. The pig shed is probably going to be like the biggest thing I'm gonna want to deal with. And I kind of want to do it like after doing the events, because I actually do want to reward that that the bastard gives you. The only problem is that the chest is full. Meaning we're gonna have storage issues. Yay. I do want to keep the eggs on me though. These things just be the lifesavers when they're ready. But this is kind of where I kind of want to start using the fuel a little more for these. So I can make like 2 more. Because I have like way too much fuel. Again, like an extra stockpile in these is very useful. Because yes, when you have too much fuel, you really want to, you know, not have too much fuel. ignore the noises. Don't need the bread in. I could probably keep it in, but this. Because I actually do want to head back in that village and then deal with that. Because there's only like one thing I need to deal with when it comes to that. And then I could probably put it like that. Because I don't need that much bullets. Now clear up space. Enough, that is. And I have a full chest. This is not good, by the way. Cool. Alright, let's get out of here. Just run all the way around. I don't think I want to set up any defenses. Because if I start setting up like more and more defenses, it's gonna start more issues because you still need to keep like some places open. The second area is so disgusting to do because I've never been able to beat the second area, so I quite literally need to be like smarter about like what I do and everything else. Especially since like the second area is like very much more gun heavy, I would say. Like you can't rely on only the resources that the game like puts in front of you. Kinda do want to go back in that house, but I also want to open up this. Spread open. I don't have a lockpick. I could break it, but no, it'll make too much noise. I could do the underground area right now if I really want to. I have the pistol and I have an idea, but I don't have a lantern, which is probably the dumbest thing I haven't done yet. But it's only like you only need like a melee weapon and this, and you're kind of golden. So I might as well just grab the stuff, head back, make the lantern, and then carry. I'm just really afraid of doing Deadwoods, man. Like Deadwoods is probably like the one area of the game where like I kind of just don't want to touch. No, because I'm dyslexic. I'm not. I'm just saying that for to get off my hand. Did I? Yeah, no, I did, sure. I'm gonna say this right now, I have no idea what the red egg does. But you know we're gonna use it. Red egg. You guys gonna attack me? That's what I thought. I'm the one who calls for the egg. Or the rest of you plebeians. Okay, time to go next door. Actually, yeah, back up. I've ransacked your house. You're now broke. The fact that I haven't seen him yet is interesting. There's a character that's supposed to show up, but since I plan to deal with the ghost like tomorrow, then this person I've never seen her get up, but she does. Nice. God. I'm going to close the door now, and you Nope. You gotta have fun out there. Okay, buddy. Alright. Pick up this rope. You can find like enough fabrics in the game, but I kind of just want to find most of them. I'm still thinking I want to do the kid's story. Oh, crap. Normally I would have slept like just a little bit before doing this stream, but I did not. I've been up like all freaking day and it's really wearing on me. Because the only time I feel like playing this game is at night. The hell is over here? Who wants to be smacked over the head with a good ass shovel? Nobody? No takers? It's quite disappointing. What's even over here? Oh, that's us. Shit. Can't forget this place is here. I thought there were like crocodiles here. God, do I wish there were crocodiles in this game. When we reach chapter 2, you will understand why. This is barricaded, so you can't really open it from the side. The only way to get in there is by a nice looking hole. I will not give any context on what kind of hole it is. It's just a hole. And you know what they say, when there's a hole, there's a way. Let's go deal with you well. I'll leave the red egg, like when I get in there. Actually no, I need to head. Yeah, I need to get back. But I want to see what's on this end. Supposed to be something interesting. Nothing. If you walk into the water, I don't know what happens. I really don't. Did I not craft the... No, I did not. I need to go back and craft that. So many loading screens, just a basic. This is how I usually am. Doing this sucks. Just build this now, so when I come back, it's just straight in. Okay. Thing is that I'm just gonna set it up like now before anything else. Molotovs are gonna be useless on there, by the way. As I'm gonna say this, Molotovs are only useful when you know what you're gonna be fighting. Besides that, Molotovs take way too long, and they're just basically more like a liability than anything else, which sucks a lot. And also, I'd rather have the light armor on because the light armor is a lot more useful when dealing with the things that go bumping in the night. And I mean that literally. Okay. The one thing the game does kind of make perfectly clear with the inventory system is if it's in your hotbar, it means it is like actively in use and on your person. The game kind of just makes you play like that, like play a lot more cautiously. Yeesh. And I want to also make some headway. I want to basically get some things done. Oh yeah, the dead rat. You cooked the dead rat. I'm not doing that. I think I checked here. There's like a really interesting thing that is going on. I want to show you guys that. If I can remember where it is. I believe it's over there. Could be wrong, could be right. But there's supposed to be... It's either before or after. Nah, it's after. So in the corner in one of the areas, if you kill the pig, survive, mind you, um, you can get like a really interesting event where just not okay. That's what Red X said. Um, you can get like a really interesting event where the villagers lose hope, basically. Is the best way I could put it. We haven't seen the pig yet. It's unsettling for the most part. Kinda wanna be cautious about this. Kinda wanna be cautious about this. Okay, refresh that because it doesn't matter. That's there. Okay, alright. Kinda looking for him because it's too... He's down there. Where? Fucking A. That's one, and that's why I just like to have the thing on because of that. There's supposed to be another one, I think. If I'm wrong, then good. If I'm not, then shit. Yeah, but I needed to like really focus on that part. There's a reason why I'm like a lot more cautious on this. And this is the exit. Could rush through the rest of the other area, but that was, there's not really anything else. There shouldn't be anything else. But those enemies would be so disgusting to fight against. The best weapons to fight against them is the axe. I don't think you can get that like very early on too. Okay. That's basically just leading them back around. There's not really anything else. If you really want to get the mushroom, if you're doing a mushroom run, I would say grab the mushrooms. Like if you're using skills. I just going to say this, do not recommend getting tier 4 unless you want to learn the lore. Tier 4 is when these detriments become so heavy that they're just not worth it. And you don't benefit from it too much, but it just comes to the point where you just don't really want to be using it. There isn't really anything in here. and I have enough eggs to basically cover whole nights. You want to you want to be using eggs. Good. Okay, so my job here is done. Which was it that had the thing again? Yeah. Right. You. Okay. So that's done. Besides that, should be it, really. I don't really have much else in the village. Key covered in chicken feces. That's pretty lady, and that's if he completes the job with Wolf. I am not giving him the key. As I said, I'm going to kill him, but after I get the reward for the big shed. And there's a specific reason. I don't want to deal with him in the second part, nor do I feel like completing his questline. I have one the wrong direction. Okay, so stamina management will be nice. Right. Also, if you're wondering, none of the tiers give you better stamina management, like at all. They're just really not that useful. Like somewhat. The only things I believe like any of them is like very useful for is just basically giving you like memories mostly, which is about like the only useful thing. Which kind of sucks, but you know what? What you could do. One thing I would like from this game is a dismantle system. That'd be nice. How many glass bottles do I have? 11. What I'm gonna do with that? You don't wanna know. You don't wanna know, man. Oh, good. This is also entirely useless. Like, you could defend out here, but you need the lantern in order to do that, and I'm burning this thing. So, I want to sell this because that's just useless space, and I really should start using the Molotovs, but I also know that I'm going to be needing like a whole bunch of them in a while. I do believe, if I remember correctly, there's an interaction between, you know, we're gonna do it this night. Yeah, we're gonna do it this night because it'll be fun. If I can remember where I put the flares. There's like a unique interaction between like the flares and other stuff. If like you're really curious about it, like they're really good at just causing mayhem. No, I kind of like trying to decide like which things I should board up, which things I shouldn't. Because I can phone them through this, but then creating as like little ways as possible for them to come through sounds way better than giving them any leeway or opportunity to do so. It would also be wise to kind of use some of the gas real quick. For boards and stuff. Should I have enough? so back up. And at this point I'm just kind of like free running it because I have completely no idea how I'm going to be doing this. Yeah, there's like enough. It's just that when I get to that next area, it's like the amount of gas I'm gonna have to pump into. And it barely even gets me over the line. I kind of want to store some of the wood boards in here. I'm gonna need this. So we're gonna barricade this. Give them less of a reason to F around and find out. This is useless because if you're not really going to be using this, then you kind of just can put it in the way to annoy them, which is about the only reason. But if you're not going to rotate between outside to inside, which this is probably going to be like your only door, there isn't much you could do. The only problem is that because I put this here, this kinda needs to be like a little here. It basically means I don't have to check like this room as much, because if they just come through here, it doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna put this here because I'm more than likely just never gonna touch this room. And if they do run through, they touch this, they'll like drag themselves like close enough to be here, and at that point they'll more than likely just be dead. So but yeah, having like one entrance and making it here is like very useful. For the most part, but I really do want to mess around with the flare thing. To give an example, because I think I had make some previously. I don't think these things sell. Oh, they do. Oh god, they do. They're like more expensive. They sell more than this, and these bottles are like 10. Yeesh. That would have been good to know. Okay. How do I give this an example? Gonna wait, I guess. Oh god. So, as we wait, I guess I'm gonna have to reorganize this goddamn menu. Put this at the bottom. Put this here, and then here, and then that, and this is just basically madness at this point. Right, so as we're kind of doing that, I'm just going to talk more about that Monster Challenge. I got leeway, a little more leeway on exactly what I want to do with it. God, that's gonna like expire in a minute. And I'm gonna put the boards outside, taking up like too much space down here. I got a little bit more leeway with it, exactly with how I want to do it. It's just like the amount of things I have to like look through and then make sure. And then there's also the fact that I'm like actively testing it too, to like really make sure that like whatever I do causes it to be fun is the best way I could put it. If it's not fun, then it's kind of like no point in me doing it. Because doing challenges to suffer is like really nice, but it doesn't really get like the greatest thing in the world. Like, yeah, it's cool to see a man like suffer and hit himself in the balls like over and over again, but for entertainment. But there's kind of like a limit on how much you can do, because you're really gonna have to take like a lot of breaks in between and do much simpler stuff that don't involve that. Sure. Oh, mighty sheer of the door, block this with grace, because I'm not gonna be able to have armor on. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Because this still gives way into this room, and in case anything just like decides to, I could just throw gas them out and then throw a thing. The fact that I can't see this door is a bit irritating, and I have to basically wait for this to kind of move. But yeah, do you think that is what happens when you do that combination? That is what happens. Is it fun? Yes. Do I like doing this? Yes. Because you can, I believe you can like throw it like around this corner. Nope. It has to be like at the epic center of it. So, now that we've done that, this and then this. So, how can I get a win for it? Oh, it's the windy event. Oh, it is something. Why? Okay, you guys are assholes. Where are you coming from, though? Because you spawn, but I have no idea where. Topside? Are you topside? You shouldn't be topside, though. It's the fact that it broke my goddamn door. No, I blew up my own door. Never mind. For the record, when he spawns, not other enemies are supposed to spawn, but in Deadwoods, he kinda doesn't care. Like, I'm not joking, in Deadwoods, he just does not care. Like, if he spawns, and there's other enemies around, consider yourself lucky that you're alive. Did he not come true? Also, the more evil deeds you do, the more he will just basically attack you. Yes, it is very dickish. No, I don't like it. Yes, I very much hate it. Especially when you're playing around like enemies like the frickin' half corpse eater is like, holy shit, that's like annoying to deal with. I recommend to anybody, if you're doing this, just basically have light armor on the entire time. Never have a moment without light armor. Because the second you're doing that, then, well, you're already dead. Just consider yourself dead at that point. Especially if you're doing, especially if you're doing like particular stuff in the game, it's not worth it half the time. But there's a reason why people try to like rush down this, because this is broken. When you get the axe, you're still gonna want to rush it down. There's not really much of a question. It's more of like, you have anything? Yes. You're gonna get it. You got no choice. Like, I'm not joking. Like, you don't really have a choice. Now, these things, I have no idea about outside of like the already uses that like I know you can use them for. I want to get rid of this. I know that this thing doesn't really go down in anything. I do think it could get lower, but I doubt it. That, so I would need to give this, that. Okay, so I got the fabric. That's basically all I wanted. You can get like extra ones. Deadwoods will give you one, some characters will give you it, but I don't really care that much. Also, this is for the sniper rifle. You could get one from Wolf if you complete his questline. But the bullets would be so rare, and even getting like one of these medium caliber bullets is like not worth it half the time, because they kill majority of things in the game, but you also know what also kills really, really well? The shotgun. It's not even a debate. The shotgun is just superior in every single way. Get off my screen. Get off. Good. The fact that I was barely hit in like all of that is like really nice. It just means I don't have to like engage in combat too much. God, am I cold. Like, I have a fan like pointed on me, and then because of my mic is like really much dumbing down like a lot of stuff. So there's not really anything else I would need from him. So cool. Things I kind of want to complete is just basic preparation. That almost. Okay, no, they almost broke on that. It would be smart to dismantle it, but having it up is better than having it down. Right. As you can see, I have the max inventory upgrade because it won't allow me to craft anymore. I am basically just gonna have to run these nights without like much going on. So I could run these two, and I could put the lantern on the bottom here. You could add a bit more, but I kind of don't care that much. Also, always keep like one moonshine bottle on you. Do I need this? No. Am I gonna carry the shotgun with me? Hell to the no. I do not need a shotgun with me for what I'm going to do. I just need a lot of bullets and a lot of grit. And that's about it. I also need Molotovs. I need tons of Molotovs. I can put these in here, put this here, just to be in way of place. And I'm gonna have to basically eat these two. Because we're going to be attacking the farm. I'm gonna hold that in play. I don't need that. I know that I've caught myself in near-death situations. I don't need it. After I do that job for Wolf, that's basically it. One of the items I used to think was like extremely powerful, which is the pitchfork, because of its range. Doesn't it damage the I don't even think you can repair it too. No, you can't. I could check, but because you can get like a bunch of them, but I'll check if you can repair them. If you can't, then it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need like a whole bunch of Molotovs too. Like this is kind of where like having like a whole bunch of Molotovs is gonna be the play. Take top pad or bottom pad. I'm gonna take bottom pad. With this on, I basically am not really afraid about taking fights, so I'm gonna be a little bit more aggressive than I usually am. Oh, he's still there. I want him gone. Like, gone. Okay, come here. Where'd he go? Just playing around the woods. And this is why I like this item. This is why I like this item. The best entrance to go into is like about right here. No, you can't hop that? Okay. I was about to say. This is gonna be like a sword fest. There's like a lot of enemies here. So that. Shouldn't have let him hit me. Damn, I'm not switching that on yet. Okay, I don't really take that fight properly. Is that good? Unnecessary damage. When I really could have avoided, like, some of that. Having my stamina up is, something I really need to prioritize right now. And running around this place is as dastardly as I remember it. The only reason I brought like a gun ammo is because melee combat in this game is like a really, really weird dance, and that dance usually involves me getting hit a lot. Not very nice hits, but I'm getting hit. We're gonna explain that in a second. Well, you guys are gonna see it in a second. Wait a minute, just now. Why is it locking on? Yeah, the pitchfork, which is a really, really nice item to have. I don't know why it locks on though. Like, that doesn't really particularly make sense to me. But I'm gonna put on dynamic armor because that thing is incredibly useful when I am not trying to die. I don't know why it locked on though. It never locks on. I think it's only those two, and then yeah. Pigs give you? Probably. You're gonna have to take a hit in order to free the hit. You guys are gonna see something truly disgusting, and this is kind of why I'm killing all these things. If you ever have seen literal horror, this is the reason why I'm shooting these things. You're not gonna spend them. Shit. Something truly disgusting. Why are you not dead? Time to see what a Kree's god looks like. And that should be all it takes to is a mutated pig. And I don't like that thing. This is a pig that they fed to and only mutes. Multiple Molotovs on this because the bullets is not good. disgusting squeals are finally done. Right, okay, this. Pitchfork. Was it good at doing this? But you wanna know the issues with the pitchfork? It takes so much stamina. And so a lot of people don't really particularly like using it as much. This is supposed to give you the next half, so 29. Nice. Okay. You're supposed to get something out of this, but it's basically the entire story around it is that they've been feeding it meat and it brutes out like all these pigs, right? In like record time. And that's kind of like the pride and joy. If you kill it, the villagers panic. But if you kill everything, they panic even harder because basically you just kill their livestock. Does it make me a horrible person? Yes. Do I care? No. I really don't. Like, I simply don't. Because those villagers are disgusting individuals. And I mean that in the lightest way possible. Because I don't like any single one of them, like, at all. They're very much like a reclusive village. It is also kind of like made like perfect sense in the story. Like, you didn't really come from them. The way of how the story structures it is that you didn't really, you weren't a part of their village. You were a part of like some other village, but like it was close by. That also got cut off in the woods. Now, if I talk to him, I'd have to give him the key. Not really. Yeah, hotbar upgrade. And yeah, that's why it is much better to do that. You could do like a good person run, where like, you know, you didn't do these types of stuff, and you didn't, you know, that type of things. But I also believe in the philosophy of really doesn't matter. Now, we're gonna go down to the village real quick, because I wanna deal with something. And this something requires a fresh magazine and some bullets, because yes, we're going to be doing something very dastardly and I'm going to enjoy every last bit of doing this. You also can, oh, you can repair these. Wait, so does that mean I can upgrade them too? It doesn't look so. You can upgrade these? Oh no. Oh no. But it would be funny. It would be funny for the memes. Because I incredibly love using like pole arms and shit. So we're gonna take this with us. And this weapon can go in the chest. Because this thing, because the pitchfork is like incredibly useful at oh god. Oh no. Because and it's lightweight too, so that means it also like winds up quicker. which is very useful in combat, by the way. I don't need that. Do need this. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need this. Don't need this. Shotgun shells. And that's it. Let's go kill shit. Okay, so when you re-enter the village, they're going to try and do something interesting to you. They essentially want to show you a fun time. And I'm gonna say no. So I have to go... I think it's around here. Essentially, nobody really knows exactly why this happens. I don't know if it's like before or after. That guy. He doesn't actually wake up, I guess. Well, what I do know... Well, if I don't get it, then... what was it? It's 85, 29. There we go. Lore! Bun that thing. Also, this is the homemade shotgun. Very nice to have. I recommend using it on home defense or in Deadwood. I'm repeating Deadwood a lot, but that entire location is like a check in of itself, and there's a reason why I keep bringing it up. Like, it really is like one of the more harder areas of the game to deal with. But this is nice. Just being able to... I didn't even know you could upgrade it. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do this, and if I die doing this, then you can call me an idiot. I'm going to kill Wolf tomorrow. Is it a smart idea? Yes. Because it means I basically don't have to deal with his questline. And Wolf has, he has an interesting thing that he does to you in the second area, and I don't want to deal with it. Because to me, it is honestly one of the most annoying things I could deal with. And I just basically don't want to deal with it, period. I don't particularly like fighting him. Well, I don't particularly like dealing with him in general, but I would rather deal with him in this sense, because some people think like, oh no, dude, fighting him is wrong, it's not right. But in this equivalence, it's kind of like assholes taking out assholes. There's no good or wrong in this. It's just a man with a gun, and that man is me. So, and if it involves taking him out, I honestly could not care. The only thing I'm going to be dealing with as of right now is a fuel downage. Because since the kid did not spawn for some goddamn reason, I'm just not going to bother doing his quest line. I'm still really annoyed that he didn't spawn. And you know what? That's fine. He's entitled to his choices and decisions. I do not need that much Molotovs on me. Yeah, he's entitled to his choices and decisions. I do not need that on me too. I'm gonna be using that against our boy, and I'm going to enjoy doing it too. one is like the lowest amount? This one. But the reason why I like this is because this is range. Because if you see how far this hits out, compared to like the shovel is like really good, but you have to go for lightweight first, in order to like make it useful. Eventually, if I take him out and I can't get the other character's quest line, then I am essentially just going to do some unspeakable horrors and then leave. And then not care about the consequences of my actions. Period. Do I not have the... Oh, I don't. Oh no. Oh no. I don't have it on me. I thought I did. But I really like this weapon. It's very nice to have. Like, if you grab this like very early on, it's incredible to use. Look at the walls. What's that? Grab this. Grab. Where did I put it? Okay. And then... Valuable? Okay. No one came sure, right? Okay. If the game is gonna make me answer for my crimes, it might as well do this one. But if it's gonna reward me, could it reward me for killing Wolf? Please? I really don't know what happens if you, like, do kill him. The fact that like the right side, like my right side ear, has to like keep coming out is really, really annoying. I heard that. I heard that. Okay. Was he outside? Okay, good now. We're gonna do something. Is there like two of you? And this is why the shovel is known to be superior. why these things keep spawning. This is extremely calm, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of expecting this to be a little bit more. Okay, so Pitchfork, I love you, but you don't do enough damage. I could properly sharpen you, but I really don't want to. I'll sell you. Because this just does more damage. Ooh. Okay. We're gonna fight wolves. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be very fun. First of all, I'm gonna drag this back. Like, all the way back. Back up. We good? We good. Back up. It really is annoying that they keep doing that. Any of the meat, I'm kind of a little bit surprised. Could... You know, it's one game I really wanted to get, but it's like, it goes on sale sometimes, and I keep forgetting to go and get it. What is it? Is this... Horrifying? How many supposed to have? Oh, 6. I have the maximum. Do I need those? No. Do I need these? Yes. Fire is probably like the most annoying thing to come by. Bullets are very useful to get. That doesn't matter the situation, and shotgun shells. These things are like 2 of your most useful items. These things can kick rocks most of the times. The last thing I want to do, because it's just, well, that's 2 things I want to do. Yeah, so let's just, I am going to honestly put on the fresh one because I know what's gonna happen and I'm not gonna like it. We are also not fighting this man in melee. If you think that I'm brave enough to do that, you do not know me enough. But then again, I have not streamed enough, so it would be fair assessment. The pitchforks are nice. They're just a little too outclassed compared to you know what? I'll probably sell the. I should have enough fabric, shouldn't I? 2 more fabric. I'm probably gonna have to get more fabric from him. The fact that I have to like buy fabric is probably disgusting. Bop. Take all these, and then just put it. I do hate the fact that you can't preserve meat in this game. It's like really annoying that you can't do that. I do believe that the events of what I did yesterday will now transpire today, which is why I'll check the village like one more time. Can't upgrade this because it already has reached its limit, and the thing that you want to get is this, not better materials. To get the next upgrade, you need the wire cutters. I will say this right now, I have no idea where to get the wire cutters in the base mode, like at all. Like I'm seeing this with pure knowledge of this game, I have no idea where to get that item. Period. Like it's probably one of the more annoying items in the game to even try and get. And I know that none of the quest lines in the game actually give you it. I've only gotten that upgrade when going into the next area. So that's fun. We're just doing all of this because I want to be as prepared as possible when dealing with this guy. This is going to be at the bottom. So basically, single shot pistol, this into single shot pistol into like shotgun and all that shit. And we are going to... If I fuck this up, if he kills me, I'm screwed. This would be basically one of my worst attempts. Because I have done it before, and it's an experience. He has a lot of health, is the thing. But you can also destroy it if you get like enough items to do so. Okay, buddy. Hope you say hello to Jesus, because we're not. Wait, does it have like 2 shots? Oh, it's a double shot. Yeah, so he has the assault rifle. The only other thing you will get from him is if you complete this, he will give you a combination to like one of the crates. And then when you go to Deadwood to finish off his quest line, he'll give you the bolt action. Fun fact, don't do that. The bolt action is very easy to get, but is also one of the weakest weapons in the game. This weapon, right here, I was 100% expecting a fight, because but this gun that I'm going to show you is, as it says, is a medium caliber assault rifle, shoots short bursts. This gun is basically the pistol, but better. You want this gun in the as soon as you like reach the next area, because it carries I forgot how many bullets it is. It's like 30 or so bullets, and it's honestly like really good. Deadwood's done. Buy the gun ammo, and you see the pistol, deal away with it. It is not, the pistol becomes useless in the second area because of the health bar of enemies. It's only kind of really useful here and there. I kind of don't remember what this... Where is he running? Okay, so we got this one, got that. Kind of want to put more Molotovs on here. I kind of didn't expect him to not react as quickly, but you know what? We take those. Yeah, we take those. Yeah, we take those. Second thing that I want to deal with. Keep destroying the door and it's pissing me off. Second thing I want to deal with The village should now be in a panic. It's the next day, the event should have loaded. So if it did, the guy in the barn, well, the guy in, yeah. Okay, so the events did load. Cool. They wouldn't know because there is no survivors. But the guy in here, not him, the guy in here should know. Hey, you. I actually honestly like that reaction. Good. I didn't actually expect them to react to it, but yeah. What they'll try to do is try to jump me, and what I'm gonna do is kill them. Is their plan gonna be effective? Not really. What do we have here? Ooh, potato. Good. Potatoes last like really long. Okay. Like, well, kinda long. That's better. Just go down. Oh god. Now we're gonna get to see the event that I was talking about, which is basically this. You know, the one thing I've realized about streams is there's always gonna be like that little dead period where you're not really gonna be talking, and then you just basically do anything else. Even with like minimal interaction, it's like so having fun. This is what happens when you kind of expect this. He had nothing. He had nothing, and he wanted to fight me. That's kind of adorable, but you know what? I'm stealing your shit. This is also another way to get the welder. I kind of forgot about it. This is another way to get the welder if you don't do Pietrix questline. There's two ways to get it. Now I remember this one. And when I mean remember, I mean rediscovered, because I should have remembered that. But, no you know. So, that now officially marks down everything so far that I can do in this area. The last thing that I can check is for the kid, but it doesn't really matter too much. I would, and I mean would, like to drop this, because this is useless to me now. And then let's put this up. And then put you here, switch you out for this, and then I realized that I put my healing in there. Also, meats are very useful in the last area, if you are wondering. They're like incredibly useful. Gonna need this real quick. Right. Chain, not useful. It really isn't. Surprisingly enough, you can like deconstruct it. Yeah, so, buddy. What was that about? The leader need to see me now? Yeah, that's what I thought. Shotgun becomes better later down the line, if I remember correctly. I've realized that I over-prepared for like a lot of these mid encounters, and I do mean mid encounters. Corpse. Dead corpse. Bodies of corpses. Yeah, because the person in here has quite literally been killing people. Am I going to shoot him? Maybe. I don't look at myself as a god, but I do kinda don't like what he's done. So we're gonna do this in a much different way because I'm just done. I'm so done. The goddamn maker. Piece of shit. Jar full of mincemeat. Jar full of mincemeat. I regret nothing. Goddamn bastard. So this guy kind of locks himself like in here. So if you want an explanation on the story and why you're seeing this, he basically has been kidnapping people. It's not really hinted towards exactly what. The game doesn't really tell you that much. But he's been kidnapping people and eating them. So the bread oven in the back wasn't being used to make bread. He's been using it to cook people, cut them down, and then bake their skin. And that's why I shot him. The villagers do react to certain types of violence within the village, if I remember correctly. But because of the chaos that I just started, it really doesn't matter. Because they could, theoretically, attack me. But I'm the man with the gun. So it doesn't matter. They may react to it tomorrow, but by the time I probably will not bother them to back in the village. So there's that. I am gonna make another lockpick. Again. No room in my inventory. Okay, so I'm gonna have to start dropping off some stuff. Gosh. So this is basically all I had left I wanted to do before doing the next night. Well, doing the next day, which I will. Most of it is just basically mid-game progression. We could check Putrid. But there's like one more thing I want to do left. And I realized that I left the generator on. God damn it, man. It's always in here. Why does it always have to be in here? Like, dog. Why? Okay. Let's just dump off some shit. Should have enough space. So you drop you. Still have enough wire left over, that's the thing. That's like real nice. You. I can keep you in my inventory, I don't really care. Okay. God damn it. It's not like a lantern to use. Yeah, but for the most part, I'm making this look like a little better with marginal setup. I also have like an extra bullet. I might just use the shovel There is a reason why I say I'm going to use the shovel. Because I actually kind of realized I use like how many shotgun shells do I have? I have 3. So I'm just gonna burn a bitch. But I also kind of want to get this stuff first. So yeah, this is how the game creates horror, by basically showing you the worst of humanity and what humanity will do when they decide to push themselves. Big grinder, fun. Also, these corpses actually have items. But yeah, this is actually honestly disgusting. That's why I kind of like shot him on first sight, like, dog. You could have done like literally anything else with your existence, with your life. You decide to eat your fellow man. Really? That's what you decide to do? Whole ass farm. This man decides to eat meat. Like, do make note, this is like this is like around like 1960 something, like it's after World War II, some years after World War II actually. And his decision in life is doing this, but again, it's also kind of the story. Lane is no longer here. I'm not picking up the goal. Pietrek is supposed to spawn. If he didn't, I will do his storyline. If he did... Actually, I was supposed to talk to the lady who's spawning. Oh god. Janexel and... Okay. Onasuka... Right. Now we get to talk to the boy. This is probably going to be one of the most dangerous things I'm going to have to do because... Take it good. Beautiful violin. Oh god, right, this is the part of the old words I have to actually do. There's a way out. Okay, so now I have to go to this house in Deadwoods, which it's supposed to not even be that far. Says that we'll do this like one last night and then oh yeah, this. So this is them trying to carve their way out of the woods. And they basically make it in this for doing this. Will he drop the axe? I don't know. This is interesting actually. They're basically like and they're basically just trying to see if they could carve their way out because they've essentially lost all hope. Potatoes, which is their food and stuff like that. They're basically like working off of shifts, which is to me really cool. This guy's a jackass. He really just doesn't want to do it. He's tired as hell. But they've become desperate, and this is kind of their only option. Right, we're gonna check on my boy. He's supposed to have like a note and everything. I'm not gonna carry shit to the house yet. I really don't think I would need to. I am gonna try not to use this as much. I am gonna try and use a shovel. Cut through the woods. Normally a dog would have spawned, but I've killed most of them at this point, so it doesn't really matter. If I hear a wolf's voice, just know that I'm going to hit that thing in the face. Okay, I'm gonna go around, go right here. Here, trick. My brother. I'm gonna check in here first. My boy! He's gone! Did I check these? Oh, I done. Ooh, cool, Rex. Kind of in a shortage. And he's left. So, we're gonna see a very cool... Oh god, yeah, we're gonna see like a really cool interaction when we get to the woods. And you'll see what I mean in a bit. But for now, we're not gonna deal with that. For now, I'm gonna have to deal with the defenses back at me. Because essentially, everything is explored. This is kind of what everything is at this point. So the only thing that we're gonna have to do now is basically get into Deadwoods. His house is in Deadwoods, so we'll just do this. And what essentially I'm going to do is just basically find his house. It's supposed to be at the beginning entrance to Deadwoods. Hence why I don't particularly like find issue with it as much. What do these guys even do? Like, I want to know, but I also don't want to know. Okay, so this needs to get covered down, and then I don't really care about topside too much. Okay, so I have so many metal pipes. Upgrade. The thing is that if I would want to do that, but I would just want to get light materials. But I need this next upgrade, and that's a problem. I'll do that. So, yeah, okay. Single shot shotgun. This, and this, and this. I don't really know what to do with that. Yeah, okay. And then I am keeping this assault rifle later, but when I hit Deadwoods, I'm gonna need it. So let's just grab the nails. Did I use up the second pile? Can't be. Oh god, I did. Okay. Alright. No, I just put them in here, what the hell? No, so I only need one. Okay. Just gonna look around, see if I missed anything. Like if they destroyed anything that like I wasn't really expecting them to destroy. Besides this. Okay. Yeah, so we're basically done with Silent Woods. Next stream, which will I honestly want to do that tomorrow. I don't know how my schedule is gonna be, but if I could do it tomorrow, then I will do it tomorrow. And the reason why I'm dragging this over here is because I kind of want to put coverage on this. Let's carry this all the way up. So basically here is like light, and then this kind of gets covered by this, which I have to like really put this around here. Oh good, come on, go here, thank you. Alright, and that's mostly it. I'm gonna have to get gas. And since it will probably be my last night, I don't think I want to put too much. Okay, I'm not drop the metal pipe I'm holding. About right Here. Yeah, that'll be enough. And then... Oh, literally just don't have any more room. Well, for the most part, I'm selling this off because you don't need a welder. As far as I know. And any items I would need in the second half of the game, and I do mean second half because holy crap, that second part of the game is just you're gonna have a headache. I'm gonna have a headache when doing it. I don't have any healing though. I am very sure I made healing at some point. And I did because it's in here. Okay. You're gonna get dumped. You're gonna get dumped like right outside here. Because you are useless. Okay. Yeah, so just trying to remember plans correctly. So we're gonna hit this, bun the church. I'm not touching the church. There is the ruins where Wolf's hideout is. We are not going there because the only reason you have to go there is basically for him. And since I killed him here, you could kill him quicker if you could get the homemade pistol. But yeah, just kill him here and then move along, and that's it. And yeah, they're wood logs. Okay, they're wood logs and I've ignored them this entire time. Let's just check like everything else just to make sure. Knowing how much I ignore stuff. Okay. Still don't know what this is. Just looks like a bucket. Talks like a bucket. But it could be a duck. Alright, that. Still need to sell that off. People probably... I think some people who've ever played Darkwood is probably yelling at me for just not appreciating the pistol more. But I'm sorry, not the pistol, the flashlights more. But I'm sorry, I hate the flashlights. I hate them with a passion. They suck. They are probably one of the most useless items I've ever had to like deal with in this game. And I take nothing that I say about them back. They are useless. To me, anyway. Like, they're incredibly useless to me. Okay. Put back this. Alright, okay. Time to get towards the final night that is basically in Silent Woods. Because once we're done here, I'm grabbing everything that I acquire essential. And no, the pistol is not coming with me by choice. I am not carrying that pistol with me. I've used the pistol in that woods, right? And it's not that it is useless. The problem in Deadwoods is the amount of enemies you have to fight in general. I will say that you're better off fighting majority of those enemies and just killing them. Because if you're gonna be stuck in Deadwoods, you might as well take care of those enemies. But Deadwoods is also incredibly hard. Like, defending that base alone is resources, and it's very much the game telling you, you get in, do as much things as possible, and then get out. Because as soon as you're given that grace period, you want to just get out of Deadwoods. You do not want to stick there. You don't want to touch there. You don't want to be in there because it's basically being in Chernobyl. And no, I did not time that on purpose. Get that. So this is boarded, but I also have like less like coverage. This is like fine, you know. I heard that. Okay. They're reacting to my noise. This is like the only entrance because I could hear the rest of them when they hit. Dumbass. Thank you for that. Which one? Take that hit. I can't even barricade that if I want to. I didn't see that open and peripheral, but then the game kind of shows it to not be open. So, nah. That was a hit I could have not taken. One thing I am surprised is the game not spawning the dogs for me, but then again, I killed most, if not all, the dogs that I had to deal with, so. Yeah, I don't care. The black in me says nah. Yeah, that's cool. I'm not going over there. I don't know what's over there, but I don't care. Good then. What the heck? Come true. You know what? Bun, there's no direction. Could you like not spawn now, man? Because if I have to do rotations now, it's not gonna be fun. God damn it. You're gonna make me run outside and I don't want that. And that's what I talked about. Pistol is only good for dealing with those guys. Because yes, they are technically a waste of bullets if you deal with them. No, they don't really give you anything. Yes, this is his corpse still here, which is creepy. The fact that he swung this open but went around, yeesh. And it's because he knew where it was. He just took advantage of the fact that, like, I couldn't really properly assess him, like, at all. Okay, well, I'm gonna do some, like, last quick checkups, and just sell off some things I don't particularly need. Yes, I'm keeping the metal pipes. No, this is not gonna be a discussion. They need to be kept. That is it. I'm gonna sell off this. If you ever sell off this bell, I want you to notice right now, you have basically soft locked yourself on carrying items. And there is nothing you can do about it. Not like it matters for a different part of the game, but you will regret it. You will regret it. It's not a discussion. You just will. Trying to see, there's none else I need to sell off, right? Hey, brother. This. All of these. I'm keeping this. Doesn't have enough room. Alright. What is it I need from him? Because I already have, like, all the upgrades that I need. Okay, so you. Okay. It doesn't sell like the other items that I need, but it doesn't really matter too much. Okay. Right. Just gotta drop off some things. And I also need to buy, like, ammo from him. I keep forgetting this. Because now that I have the gun, it's better to, like, just stock up on it. Even though he does not have it. That is bad. Okay. This, and then this. And that was basically it? Yeah. Okay. So, that, this, keep that there. I don't think there's really much of anything else. If anything, I'll just organize everything when I start tomorrow, because then I'll have, like, a better idea, because I'm really freaking tired now. Holy crap. Alright, okay, so that is it for the rest of the stream. Basically got to accomplish, like, basically everything that I wanted to get done. Besides Deadwood, but Old Woods. I don't know why I call it Deadwood, but you know what? It might as well be Deadwoods, because you're going to be dead as soon as you enter it. But for the most part, that's just basically everything that's done. And that is all the stories except Piotrix. And here's one I hate the most, because of the run back you have to do. Not Piotrix, the violent kid. Because you have to do a run back for him in order to go and talk to the girl. and then there's very something specific that you just have to do for him. Besides that, that is about it. I didn't interact with this because the only reason I have for interacting with it is for trying to remember. The only reason I have for interacting with the spiders grove thing is for the embryo. And since because I'm not doing the thing for the embryo, I don't particularly need to take care of it as much. But then also because I'm trying to do this mushroomless. Because the game does get actually substantially way harder with it, and I don't really see the benefit, especially since I've had difficulties finishing the second half of the game. So, um, besides that, that's what really about it. Um, catch you guys tomorrow, hopefully. I'll I think I'll just be starting these things like around midnight or so, and run it from there. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for joining me tonight on this stream. It really does not feel like horror. I don't know, it didn't feel like horror for me, but I just don't get as reactive once I know it's like it's just basically fight things and shoot this, like unless it's unkillable. So yeah, have a good night. Hopefully you guys get some rest. I pray to God that I actually get any rest at all. And yeah, see ya.